Hello guys, this is Kathy with Kincaid Special Creations coming to you with a special event. Timmy is working on my Dodge Caravan today, changing the oil and putting a new thermostat in it. And since he was doing that for me, I thought we would have you come along for a ride in case somebody else has to do it in a similar type vehicle. So let's get on with the video.
It's Tim, Kincaid Special Creations. And you know, the wife, she does all these type crafts, and the type craft I do is auto mechanics and woodwork. The project I'm going to do today is I'm going to go ahead and change the oil in her van. It's a 2017 Dodge. And at the moment I'm going to go ahead, it's showing a code of the thermostat, so I'm going to go ahead and change the thermostat. All in the same thing, so bear with us because it's going to probably be a long process. I've already put this on ramps so I can get under it to do so I can drain the oil. Everything else has to be done from the top of this. Even the oil filter is in the top, underneath your valve cover, right beside the thermostat that I'm going to change. So all that work's going to be right there about the same area. So let's get started. This is the intake cover. It just pops on and off. It's got four, might as well say pins that it goes down on, or just rubber grommets right down over. Okay, on this air cleaner, you have 3 clips that you have to unlatch. And then you have a air intake hose. And you got this is our vacuum hose that goes it'll go from your air cleaner over to your valve cover.
He's just setting those pieces over on the tailgate of the truck. If you're doing this as a novice like I would be, it's a good idea to put them in the order that you took them off, so you know to reverse that order to put them back on.
Okay, now I'm thinking for your oil filter, this is the type oil filter that it has. And it's actually an original equipment, okay, and the number should be MO349.
And we purchased it at Walmart.
And it's a 24 millimeter for the cap. And I have not drained the oil yet. I can go ahead and change this filter. You can still change it without actually draining the oil. Some people do, some don't. I've got no issue with doing it like it is. And you will want to keep making too big a mess. That's where it is right there. And I've also got some in my pickup here. I like getting this stuff all over me. I live in this oil. Yeah, you really don't want to make no great big mess. Hate to have that stuff all messed up on everything. I'll stick you something. Wipe it real good. You don't want all that trash and everything laying everywhere. And this thing actually, thank you. These things actually have a seal, an O-ring, and like I say, you got to pull the filter off of the cap. this how this comes off. Comes out just like so. Then put your new one inside your cap. That way you're ready to go. The only thing you need to do is this right here has an O-ring. And it don't matter how you do it. Some people will actually probably change the O-ring before they put the filter on, because, you know, in case it contaminates it, but it's not going to hurt it. Even if something happens, you have to still use this. As long as it looks good and it's not tore, it's good.
That's a new one he just got out of the box.
Yep, just got this one out of the box. Just make sure it's got a little groove that it rides in. It's got a little groove right here that it rides in. Just make sure that you're in the groove. Because if you don't, it won't seal, and if it leaks, it won't take very long to pump your oil out of it.
And you just put it back together.
Boy, don't they have? I'm sure it's got a torque spec somewhere, but with the rubber not going all the way to the end, to the face of the cap, I'd say you just go ahead and, you don't want to torque on it real hard.
You don't want to over tighten it.
Just enough where it don't leak. Okay, now while I'm in here, this oil filter is in this area where my hand's at. All right. Okay, right in front of that, a little bit to the left of it, and at the front is this thermostat I'm gonna have to change. So that's gonna be a little bit of a process, because I need to go ahead and put me a pan under it to drain my coolant, to catch my coolant and all that. And I will go ahead and take care of getting my drain pans underneath it. I still gotta go underneath there and pull the drain plug for the oil. And as soon as I get that done and get everything in place, I'll bring you back. And thank you. Then we'll be able to, like, okay, right here's where the oil filter is. And then the thermostat is down here. Yeah. Yeah, I just want to make sure this is 10 millimeters, what I figured it was. Okay, and the way it's looking, I'm not going to need the extension. We'll give it a try. I've already drained the oil, got the pans underneath to catch the coolant. And right here was where that oil filter is. And then down here in the bottom of all this good stuff is where I need to go to get this here thermostat. That wasn't very tight. Still fun to get to, but not very tight.
Could have been part of the thermostat code to come up.
Oh yeah, I believe it'd be leaking coolant if that's the case. You always got to drop this kind of stuff. This is what we're changing, and you can see it's 2 bolts. So I'm going to change this deal here. So that pretty well tells me that with this setting like so, the other bolt is directly below it. Never pull your breather out. Your air cleaner, never pull it out of the basket, because it gives you something to set your stuff in. I don't know how this is going to work with this bottom one. And like, there she is. And this thing, there shouldn't be any coolant leaking anywhere until you pop the O-ring on it. It's got an O-ring on it. So you should be able to pull your bolts out. Both bolts is out of it. Now, until I pop this loose from the engine block, it shouldn't have nothing leaking out of it. That's where you want to check and make sure your pan's going to catch everything. Make sure your pan going to do what you need it to do. And the drain plug on these are 13 millimeter. So while you're down, before you let any coolant get anywhere, go ahead and put your drain plug back in. But 9 times out of 10, you're not going to be switching them both at the same time anyway. Putting my drain plug back from the oil.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Because he was, in the first part of this video, he changed my oil. Or he put a new oil filter in and then drained the oil out. So now when he puts the drain plug back in, he'll be able to put the oil back in. Now he's getting ready to take the drain plug off for the thermostat.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to pull the thermostat off.
Oh.
And I just want to make sure my drain pan is under it.
Okay.
Where you don't have it. Because, I don't know that it's pet safe, but just in case it's not, I want to catch it. I don't want Sam to be able to get around it. Because antifreeze is usually real sweet. And pets love sweet stuff.
Yeah, so
especially
always
Sam.
Make sure you get rid of your antifreeze properly so your pets or neighbor pets can't get in it and get hurt or die.
This ought to be fun. If I can keep it. You hear it? It's running.
It's running.
Going to town.
After the test, it's hitting in the drain pan.
Okay, now, what we need to do is I need to pull this up out. Because if I get this up here where it needs to be, I should be above the radiator. Alright? If I'm above the radiator, when I take this clamp loose, I'll be able to pull this out and not lose a lot of coolant. The only coolant I'm going to lose is what's in the engine block. So you can hear it running. You can hear it running in my pan down there. And these are always called idiot clamps. Like some, I don't know what idiot was it
Named it that?
developed these things. But yeah, they're some hand pinching things. They'll pinch you all over more than anywhere else. So a lot of times you can get them squeezed out to where you can actually move them out your way.
There you go.
And then,
You can hear it pop when they're out of your way.
yep. And then you just, all you do is just keep working until you get this off. See?
And there you go.
And there it is. And always look, make sure they are the same. You can tell that hasn't been there a while. This one here looks like this one here is a 203 degree. The new one's 203 degrees. The old one, we put the old man glasses on here like that. But yeah, it's 203 degrees. They're the same.
Awesome. Good deal. We just wanted to do this video for all you people that are young, that haven't had to do this, have taken it to a car dealership to have it done, or a mechanic. Just in case things go crazy and you can't afford a mechanic.
And two, do not put your clamp back until you make sure that your hose is lined up with your thermostat, because it will get twisted.
Oh, okay. That's good to know too.
And it could be fun getting that clamp back up or where it needed to. But I'm thinking,
I'm sure that's not the first time you've ever had that issue.
nope.
Nor will be the first time somebody else has had that issue. If it
It
is,
won't be
they'll
the last
learn from
either.
your thing.
Okay, so we need it right there. Like I say, I always check to make sure, because once you put that clamp on, it's a done deal. And it's a whole lot easier to put this clamp on up here. And see, it stops. It's got a little stop on it right there. So I always make sure.
I can see why they're called idiot clamps.
Yeah, actually that's not what we always called them, something else, because usually, you know, pinch every damn finger you got. Like that. All right. I'm thinking we go to hope.
Good deal, good deal, good deal.
And the reason I say to make sure to get that in line is, if you're not careful, you'll break the neck on that.
Are you coming to help, Jinx? I wonder where Samuel took off to.
Sound like my antifreeze going for road. Might not be.
Sandy, I think.
Oh, okay.
Sounds like, I mean, it looks like Jason's truck.
Yeah.
The gold one.
Yeah. You just about got a feel for that bottom one. Yeah, all them pieces of work, you know, it's overrated. So now, I've got the bolts back in. I just gotta get them tight. Well, love when that happens. Utensil.
Oh, did you?
Had to fish on the car to get it.
That's part of the course with car mechanics, though.
Hey guys. Wide open. Hey baby.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good. What you got?
Yeah, we got in the midst of changing us a thermostat and an oil change.
Good deal.
Well, this is the last you have to do till Sean gets back, right?
Yeah, all I gotta do is put it all back together, put the oil in it, stuff like that. And it's ready to go. Hoping there's no thermostat leak. That one's fun to get to. The bottom one.
Yeah.
I think I pretty much got it. But yes, in any case. Because, you know, I probably could have done a little, I could have took all this off. I'm like,
That's the difference in a novelist mechanic and an actual mechanic. they know how to do the shortcuts and get the same results.
9 times out of 10, if you're going to do this on, and you're like what I've always been back in the day, a shade tree mechanic or do-yourself guy, you'll want to take these off. But catch this. This is your power steering reservoir. But the bottom bolt, you have to more or less search for it.
Yeah.
And you can't really, and then you can't really get both your hands in there. So we're going to hope that we're where we need to be. Okay, now, what we have left to do is, all we have to do is put all of our covers and stuff back on. Only thing I probably won't do is I probably won't put the top plate on right at the moment until my grandson gets back. This here has some light, it has like grooves on the back side of it. It's got 3 locks. This here is your vacuum hose.
Okay.
Like the PVC valve.
So if you're looking anything up we have on this, that's what he says it is.
This right here is just something that's just a protector. Because like I say, the only thing I left to put on is this cover. Which I'm thinking, I just want to make sure I always do the 3.6 toward you. And I believe I can put it on. Yeah, it's not going to affect anything else I got going on here.
It's easier to put it back on than it was to get off.
Oh, it's nothing to put because it just pops on.
Yeah.
Okay, and now we need to put a little go-go juice in it.
You got a funnel? Yeah.
Always put your thumb over that. That way when you get down into the hole, you can just take the thumb off. And there you go.
Keeps you from spilling it all over the engine of your
You ain't
car.
got it all
and
over
stinking
everything.
as you're going down the road.
Now, I'm going to make me a funnel.
This is if you don't have a funnel or it's hidden in your shed, but you got 10 million other things.
And that's everybody say you make your own funnel because it says this thing takes 6. And it says it takes 6.
If you have somebody with an extra hand, that helps.
That helps a lot.
I don't know if you can see us or not, but no, you're out of screen. Now you can see. This is his makeshift funnel. You just take the 1 quart.
A homemade job. Because it takes 6 quarts. So it's a lot cheaper to buy it in a 5-quart bottle. And of course I need to slow down a little bit because I don't think my daggone this hole ain't big enough. Building the pressure. Anyway, if you put that all the way down tight again, it's going to create pressure. But you're going to have a leak if you do that. You know, no place for the air to go. It's kind of weird. Like you got like a 3/4 inch opening and you're trying to put this daggone bigger everything into it.
You hear that in the background? That's my grandson's Challenger. The beautiful car. Used to be Tim's. But I couldn't drive it because I spit in it.
Yeah, Grandma was wide open.
I was.
80 mile an hour in a 70 mile an hour zone. So I didn't drive it much.
Sometimes it's 65 mile an hour.
Yep.
That is going to stink.
I'll take that out, of course. Alrighty. And that is changing the oil in a 2017 Dodge Caravan.
Yep. It looks like it's still showing low, but like I say, we'll take care of that. And I did, this thing had just turned like 70,000 miles. So I did change, the oil's supposed to be 5W20 and I went to a little heavier oil in it. And I've done the extended life oil because, you know, I want to do a little more. Want to have a little bit more protection than what I had. Alrighty, when we get done with this, we'll bring you back to it. I don't know if I'm in the right place or not, but I'd say I am. I went ahead and put...
You can see this right here.
Yeah.
And this right here.
Right here.
But you can't get your hand, you have to get it out in this little part. There you go. Now you can see it.
And it's you always cut that out. Yeah. Anyway, I went and I'm putting coolant in it, and this thing showed a code that the thermostat was bad or faulty. Well, I've changed the thermostat so I can hook it to a computer and reset the light, but you should be able to just unhook the battery terminals, and when you hook them back up, that'll reset that computer. So we're gonna try that and see if that's what it does. But we're gonna put a little bit more coolant in it, and we're gonna start it and see what happens. So, see what happens. See if I can do this without making a big old mess. I gotta give it a little time so the air bubbles will come out, because these things will airlock, which causes them overheat. Now my reservoir is still full, so this should equal out. Once it warms up, if it has to, it'll pull it out the other side. I'm just wanting to check it to see what's going on so I can actually make sure it's not overheating. Or it's leaking coolant anywhere. And now right now I'm hooking my battery back up. I actually had my battery unhooked. And it's 10 millimeter and they're just top load bolts. They're like, you just loosen up the nuts on the top and it's some kind of weird clamp that Chrysler Corporation come up with, which is kind of simple. I don't know how that works, but they're nice. Okay. Let's put a little fire in the hole and see what happens.
In other words, you mean start it up.
Check engine light is off.
Good deal.
Yep, check engine light is off. And I'm just going to let it run for a little while to see if I got any leaks or not. But I'd say that's going to wrap this thing up, and we'll be able to fix you guys up the way we need to. We're going to have you. But yeah, we got this thing all done up.
Got it all together. Thanks for watching.
Might as well say Grandma's van is all done. The G ride is fixed. Hey, thanks for watching.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
All right, guys, thanks for watching. Tim did a great job. Our grandson Sean took it out for a test drive and it works beautifully. So if you have a job to do, just jump in and find you a YouTube person that can teach you how to do it and do it yourself. You'll have a wonderful time. If you like this video, please comment, subscribe to us, and give us a like. We always enjoy hearing from you. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.